Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the farm. We hope y'all have been doing well. We've been doing pretty good ourselves. Winter wasn't the nicest to us, but we kept busy, actually stayed really busy. But we hope everything worked out for y'all during all those power outages, ice storms, and all that fun stuff. I know I was personally here. We lost power for a total of 7 days, not consecutively, but 7 days total. Spent quite a bit of time here just managing circuits, trying to make sure that the freezers were staying nice and frozen, all that fun stuff. So it was a journey. Well, I've got a few things to cover here with y'all today. These are pretty important. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things to cover here with y'all real quick. Let me see here. First of all, is thank you all so much for supporting us. Last year, I know we had a rough time growing, rough growing season. I know a lot of other farmers had the same issues. So I want to thank y'all for sticking with us, and we greatly appreciate it. We're hoping this year is going to be better. We're hoping it's going to be even more productive and all that fun stuff. So just thank you all so much. I know y'all went above and beyond. We didn't have product, and we really do appreciate that. It really meant a whole lot to us. Alrighty, so the next thing I want to cover here is that we'll be at the farmer's market this Saturday. That's April 12th. We're just going to have chicken, eggs, and maybe some radish. We're going to go out to the garden here in a little bit after we cover these topics here. You can kind of see what I'm talking about in the garden with those radish. So we might have some, might not, just kind of depends. Might also depend on the time frame that we have available as well. So we'll have chicken, eggs, and maybe some radish. The salad's not going to be quite ready yet. It may not even be next weekend. It's just really hard to tell. Generally, I notice that when the grass starts growing is when the salad really starts to take off. And sometimes we're already mowing by the middle of March, mowing the grass, that is. And I did our first mow Sunday. So it seems like we're a little bit behind on the growing season just because of the way the weather's been, which is okay. One of the next big things is the website will open up at 8 p.m. Thursday and shut down at 8 p.m. Friday, so you can get your pre-orders in there. We're going to talk more about the website actually right now. Actually, it's probably a good spot to do it. But we'll be at the farmer's market from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. I'm not going to stay there past 1 p.m. this time just because all we'll have is the chicken. So chicken and the eggs. So we'll deal with that as we come through with that. But anyway, next one is the website. I know you all have heard me complaining about website issues last year and also with our card reader messing up badly. I actually just got all that finalized today. Our new website is up and running right now. Of course, there's no product on there right now, but it is up and running. A little bit difficult here. So the website that you guys have been going to is porterfieldrunfarm.com. The new website is portrunfarm.com. So it's not really a big deal. If you go to porterfieldrunfarm.com, you have the Shop Now button, and I added a button below that that links you directly to the new website. So you can go to Porterfield Run Farm, click that, and go onto the new site. Also, if you go into the products category, we have that one little product that's always up there throughout the week when the website is closed. If you click on that, there's a link in there to get to the new website as well. Whenever I try to type it in on Google myself, because the website's so new, it takes us to porterfieldrunfarm.com again, which there's not going to be anything on there, hopefully. We're leaving that site up just in case an emergency happens, anything like that, or we can open that site up pretty quickly. We can probably open that site up, the original website, within about half an hour. I want to leave it up. That way we can see if we like how the new website operates on our end, and also so you guys can see if you like how it operates on your end. So I do want feedback on that. If you can, just let me know what you think about it. There is one quirky thing about it, and I'll show you that right here. So here's the difference. I hit the Shop Now button. You can also go up here on the banner to select the different products as well as far as categories go. Here's a product. It has a value on it. I'm going to add 2 to my cart. And this dialog box pops up. And what it's talking about is it's the credit card fee that we get charged when you all order online. And it's a 30-cent fee per transaction, and it's a 2.9% processing fee. So all you have to do here when that pops up is hit accept all. It adds it to your cart. And then as you shop around using continue shopping, the home button, however you want to do it, then it doesn't pop up anymore. So we'll do it again. Bam, there it is. And it just shows up here in the cart over here on this side as just that little fee. We had it in there as a 3.5% tax previously to try and get that. With this add-on that we have on the website now, we can be a lot more accurate with that. And I think it's more of a fair situation. Now, obviously, whenever you come to the farmer's market, you're going to have that option to, let's see if it can work here. Yeah, you're going to have that option to pick up at the farmer's market or local delivery. And over here on this side, you'll see that it's going to still add that fee in. But if you're paying at the farmer's market, or if you're paying cash or credit at the farmer's market, we're obviously going to take that off. At the farmer's market, it's a little bit cheaper. I think it's 10 cents per transaction fee, and I think this new card reader and website is going to bring it down to 2.7% processing fee. So if you are ordering for the farmer's market, it's probably a little bit more cost advantageous to just pay when you pick it up. But it's up to you. We have the option either way you want to do it. So yeah, that's about the only quirky thing about it. It's a kind of a weird dialog box that pops up. We had to do an add-on to the website right there. They actually the producers of that particular application went in there just a little bit ago and fixed some things for me. It wasn't operating as well as I wanted it to, but they got that stuff fixed for me earlier. So anyway, so that's the new website. After a couple of weeks, if we like it and you all like it and everything is going well, we will go ahead and take that website, porterfieldrunfarm.com, and link that to the new website. That way that's there and everything will be back to normal here within a couple of weeks. But again, just in case, we don't want to shut it down just yet. All right. So the next one is that we are hiring. So if you know anyone who's interested in working here with us, please let us know. You can reach out to us by our email, and that would be portrunfarm@gmail.com. So if you know of anybody who's interested, tell them to go ahead and send their resume in to us right there. That'd be great. The resume doesn't have to be super complicated. I don't want anybody to get too scared about having to make this fancy resume. It's pretty much just types up an email with your strengths and ways you could possibly be a hand here on the farm. Basically, the best way I can describe the job here working on farm with us, it is pretty much more of being a landscaper with the type of work that we do, with a pretty healthy dose of food safety involved with that. That's just kind of the best way to describe what we do here. Everything we do here is mostly manual labor, and that's the way that goes. So if you know if anybody's interested, please reach out to us. We'd like to hire as soon as we can, reasonably hire someone, that is. So yeah, if you could definitely do that, that'd be great. So if you could share this video, let other people know as well, that'd be super awesome. Now, along with that, with everything else that we have here, we've got one thing that's going to happen. We're going to have price changes this year. Everything has gone up on us. It has been from our insurance to the electricity. We've been hit everywhere. The only thing we're getting a little bit of break on right now is gasoline prices. Even right now, Franklin County is talking about raising taxes even higher on property taxes and also real estate taxes. I mean, they just raised prices 2 years ago on us, I think it was, and it was a substantial amount that they raised the taxes. I'm not going to get into the politics of that, but it's just ridiculous. So basically what's happening is with our current pricing, if we don't change the pricing, the farm is going to die a slow death. So we do need to change that pricing. We're still working on that with some of the products. It's not going to be everything. It's probably going to be mostly just a salad. We do know that the eggs are going up from $6 per dozen up to $7 per dozen. So that is a price change you'll see as immediate as this Saturday at the farmer's market. That will be there. The meats aren't changing prices. Most things are not changing prices. The other thing that's going to probably change in price is going to be the salad. There's a whole pile of labor we put into that. It's a premium product. We spend a whole lot of effort and time trying to make that as good as we can. So that's just our most labor intensive portion here on the farm is that salad. But so long and short with that, that's going to have to go up. And I've had other people say this to me last year at the farmer's market. They were surprised that we didn't go up on prices last year. One of the ways we kept the prices down was I didn't hire anyone last year, which was a good move with the way the growing season went. It worked out pretty good, but we didn't hire anybody, so we didn't have that extra overhead. It is difficult for the workload that we have here for just my wife and I to get this accomplished throughout the week. There's so much to do. It's very difficult to get accomplished. So that's why we're looking to hire someone. But if we raise the prices, what usually happens is we lose customers. So what do I do? Sit back and do nothing, or try and do something and lose customers? It's just, we've got to try to do something instead of just letting the farm regress into not existing at all. So that's kind of where that's going. It's unfortunate, but we have to do it. And I've also heard other people say, out and about at the farmer's market and whatnot, you can go to Dairy Queen and get a meal that's going to cost you over $10, and you only get one meal out of that. And as you all know, with our bag of salad, there's at least 2 big meals in that one bag. So we believe the value is still there, especially as far as how long it lasts in the refrigerator. It can last up to 3 weeks, as you all know. The value's there. We do our best to try and make that product the best we can, and it's a premium product. There's nothing else I can really say about that, not tooting my own horn, but that's kind of what we've tried to build here anyway with that salad mix. So that's the bad things that's happening there. I don't know the exact price on the salad just yet. I still have to work out and talk with some other people, but that's probably going to be a couple weeks before that actually occurs. But anyway, all right. Well, thank you all so much for holding on through all that stuff. There's a lot to get out. I hope I didn't ramble on too awful much. But I did go out to the garden and record some stuff earlier. So let's head on out there and see what's growing. And here we are out in the garden. Have some radish growing right over here. Turnips through here. Looks like we're trying out spinach again with a bed of carrots over to the left. These may or may not be ready as far as the radish go by the time we get to the market on Saturday. But there's some right there that look like they might be okay. Might have a few, might not. Just have to see how things go over the next few days as everything grows. And then down here, we have salad planted. This will definitely not be ready for this Saturday. It may not be ready for the following Saturday, but it all depends on the weather. We're also testing out some stuff here to see how it works. We have new phones that are supposedly really good at stabilizing, so we'll see how that works. That'll speed things up when recording. And also, if you see that plastic flapping, the video editing software we have should be able to take out all that wind noise. So that's why I've been using the lavalier microphone to try and eliminate the wind noise, but we'll see if it actually works or not. So that's going to be kind of cool to try out and see when I'm editing this. Of course, you all will notice if it's there or not. And all through here we have carrots planted. Then we'll jump right back down into the other tunnel here. And we'll take a look to see what's going on. Just backing up a little bit here. Looks like we have some of the golden beets planted. Some of the regular red ace beets. Here's that there's some Swiss chard over there. I'm not sure if these are radish or turnips, but some more salad. And as we continue on down through here, we have some kale, some collard greens, more salad. So things are coming along. Now let's head down to the second garden. Now we're in the tunnel down here at the second garden. Looks like we have things planted through there. I know it's salad over here, but right over here, I'm not totally sure right at the moment. Might be more of the golden beets. And more salad over here. And some more space to plant in. I know it's supposed to get pretty cold tonight down below freezing. So if we get more frost opportunities between now and the middle of May, we've got some room to plant in here. Well, let's head back up to the top of the hill here at the second garden. We have quite a few things planted through here. Forgive me, I do not remember exactly what Anna planted through here. Been busy doing a lot of other things trying to get ready for the growing season myself. But all of this through here is pretty much filled up with seeds that have been directly sown into our media there. We've got plenty of blooms down here on the strawberries, which is quite nice. We'll take a look at a little further down there in a second. We have garlic is coming through pretty good. I believe we have some more kale down there planted, and under here is broccolini. There might be one other thing underneath of these covers right now. But there again, it's supposed to get pretty cold tonight, so I'm not going to uncover those right now. Asparagus is popping up, but as you all know, it's hard for us to get to that, and we don't have a whole lot planted, so we don't really produce a lot of that. And as we walk down here to the strawberries, actually, let me jump across here. You might be able to see a little better with the way the sunlight's coming in. There we go. Blooms all over the place. So we might have some more of that, being the strawberries that is, here in the future. I know y'all have enjoyed those. And again, that's kind of a limited amount, but we will hopefully have some there. Well, that's about it, everyone. Thank y'all for watching. A lot of testing going on, that's for sure. But I think we'll get right on through it. Thanks again. Y'all have a good one.